Hey, this is Keith with Two Hills on Dirt. Today we're going to go over 10 skills, tips, and techniques to use that separate the great mountain bikers from the good mountain bikers. Tip number one is body position affects everything. Now there's a reason that we start off every fundamentals clinic with body position, planes of movement, how we move on the bike, and every lesson, coaching session, all the way from beginning riders to top World Cup pros, it all comes down to body position on the bike. Having good position on the bike helps us control traction, braking, stability in corners, and just overall bike handling. Number two, the eyes lead the way. Where you look, that's where you go. Advanced riders actively train their gaze further down the trail, actively looking for obstacles and smoother lines, this making them smoother, faster riders. Now this skill does take some practice, so you look a little bit further down the trail and use your peripheral vision, get that trail information. I like to think of it this way, that we're looking at the trail in a much lower definition. We're only seeing what we need to see. If we're looking down close to our front tire, I'm going to see that pine cone, I'm going to see that root, I'm going to see that gum wrapper. That's all information that we don't need. We just need to know that that root up there, we can go around that root, come around that tree, make that corner right there, and you'll be a smoother, faster rider. Number three, cornering a mountain bike is about the hips and not the arms. When we're riding down a trail on a modern mountain bike, we do not steer that mountain bike. We actually corner by using our body position on the bike. And it really comes about the hips and getting your body turned, going around the corner, swinging those hips out. That's where our stability comes from. So cornering a mountain bike is about the hips and not the arms. Corner, not steer. All right, number four, braking is a skill, not a reflex. Effective braking uses both front and rear brake. The front brake is actually our stopping power, and the rear brake is actually for control. Over braking can cause loss of traction and loss of control there. So it's best to go out and practice your braking on an area where you can lose a little bit of traction, so you can work on that modulation, that little bit of what we call ease the squeeze, or you think of it like a dimmer switch. Get too much braking, let off the brake a little bit. But yes, effective braking is a skill, not a reflex. Number five, pedal timing on technical climbs. So on steep, rocky, technical climbs, we want to use our pedal timing, which is matching our cadence with the terrain, and also use ratcheting in order to avoid pedal strikes and maintain traction. The other thing keeping a lower cadence will do for us is we will be able to explode and recover on the climbs. Meaning, if I need to get up over this section right here, I can give a little bit of burst of energy, get my momentum up and over it, and pedal up the hill. The last thing we want to do is pedal our back tire up an obstacle, because at the same time as we're trying to get that tire up, we're pushing down on the pedals. So we want to utilize our front and rear wheel lifts at that point in time. That's where the lower cadence comes in, to explode and recover, boom, boom, up and over that. Pedal timing on technical climbs. Hey, thank you for making it this far in the video. If you have any tips, tricks, and skills that you think would belong in a video like this, please leave it down in the comments. And if you like the content that I'm putting out, I'm trying to put out some stuff a little bit different. Give a like to this video, subscribe to the channel, do all that YouTube stuff, and it's greatly appreciated. And now, let's get back to the video. Number six, momentum is your friend. Keeping speed through technical sections often makes them easier. Slowing down too much can lead to loss of balance, loss of control, and pretty much getting off your bike and walking through. But if you keep some speed through and that momentum, you will be able to utilize the front wheel lift, the rear wheel lift, get some pumping off the backside, and get your pedal strokes in when the trail is flat. You can also utilize a little bit of the ratcheting of the pedals in this. So momentum is your friend in technical sections. Now we're on to something that's really near and dear to my heart, and this is manuals and wheel lifts are game changing. So we've seen in a couple of the sections before this that the simple wheel lift can help us get over obstacles smoothly. The other thing is that saves energy, conserves energy. Anytime your front tire rolls up and hits an obstacle, a root, a rock on the trail, that's slowing us down. If we can do a simple wheel lift, get up over it, that keeps our momentum going forward. Now with the manual, now both of these, I've got full videos on both of these, but with the manual, it's the same thing. You can get up over larger obstacles through dips and stuff, but yes, they help you maintain energy, they're efficient, and they're fun, and all in all, they help you work on your balance, especially the manuals when you start working on your manuals. So manuals and wheel lifts are game changers. Number 8, dropper posts are dynamic tools. They're not binary. It's not just up, we're pedaling and we're climbing, down, we're bombing down the hills. There's places in between that you can stop this that are beneficial when we're out riding the bike. So in technical climbing, we can lower it just a little bit. That way we've got a little bit of range of motion to do a rear wheel lift, get up and over an obstacle. If we're on a like windy trail that we're pedaling, we can bring it down to that same position. That way we've got our center of gravity a little bit lower. We can go around the corners better, but we're still in a good position to get pedal strokes in. So think of that dropper post and all the different positions you can put it in. Dropper posts are dynamic. Number 9, trail scanning should also include the micro lines. So what I mean by that is when we're looking at the trail, scanning the trail ahead of us, we're not just looking at where we're going to put our front tire. We're also looking at the data of where we're going to weight and unweight that bike. If we're going to do a wheel lift over that route, if we're going to be able to lift the bike up and get a pump over this route, that rock, that section, how we're going to compress the bike in a little bit of a corner. We're looking at more than just the data of where we're going. We're also getting the data of what we're going to do with it. This way you'll become a much smoother, a more creative rider, and really have more fun out on the trail. So yeah, micro lines in our trail scanning. And last but definitely not least, relaxation is key. Stiff hands, arms, shoulders, and legs lead to stiff riding, leads to fatigue, and getting into trouble out on the trail. We want to ride nice, loose, and relaxed. And really, it's kind of fitting that I ended up here on the golf course because this actually comes from a golf tip on how to stay relaxed on the bike. This is something my dad taught me a long, long time ago. When we grip the bike, we want to grip it like we're holding onto a bird and we don't want to kill it. That way, we will be nice and loose on that bike. We'll have nice loose arms and we'll ride down the trail. We've got reflexes to grip that bike when something happens, but if you ride with a nice loose grip, you're going to be nice and stable out on the trail. So there you have it. That's 10 things that will turn you from being a good mountain biker into being a great mountain biker. If you want to reinforce some of this stuff in this video, I recommend checking out this video up here. That's my functional trail manual. And yeah, until next time, let's keep it 2 wheels on dirt.